way of living. I have a few things, and I have the council meeting.
I'm sorry, what?
I have the council meeting, so I may not be able to do everything right now. But, so I'll probably come back after the council meeting to finish up.
Okay.
But I want to start off, I do want to put in 2 commendations.
Okay.
And then I have some questions. Like I want to put in some CPRA request. I won't be able to do it online right now, so is there any way, I don't know if you could,
CPR?
CPRA, like FOIA requests?
I'm not sure about that. I mean, I don't know if you want to ask the supervisor. I don't know if like when he's done maybe with it, like maybe he knows.
Okay.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah,
I can get you the accommodation forms if you want to.
Yeah.
You said you had somewhere to go, so I can give you
The
accommodation
council
forms.
meetings, yeah, and then I could be filling it out, and then I
Yeah,
have,
you can bring it back whenever, and then
it'll be tonight.
yeah.
I'll take care of business. Yeah,
Let
very,
me get you the forms real quick.
thank you.
No problem.
I know they weren't expecting that. But we start with the high and work our way down. Yeah, they should refer him, and he may be ignoring it. I just want to make sure he doesn't get hooked up with Narconon, is what I'm worried about.
2?
Yes, sir. But I don't know the name of the one officer.
No problem. Okay. So here's one. So you can put multiple names on there. You know one of them.
Well, one of them is Sergeant Avina,
Okay.
and then she would know because he was here. He was the one who took my.
Yeah, and then you can. I don't know the name of the other officer. You can describe the officer or whatever, and they'll probably know or the incident, and they'll be able to figure out.
Okay, like who was here on desk
Yes.
that night.
Yes.
Because, they were just so, like, friendly, accommodating, helpful, and took the time, and great. And so, like, I like to encourage the proper behavior, because there's so much, like what just happened to that gentleman, that was just really bad behavior. So when I see really good behavior, I want to put it in. Yeah, because we just needs to be some attitude adjustments, because then we're stuck with like the Rands, the Aludos, and Talmans, and all the bad attitudes. So when I see the good attitudes, I gotta come and give them the shout outs.
So you just whatever description, so they know, I guess, which officer you're talking about. So however you describe them, so they know. Okay, and then the day they'll be able to figure out who's
Okay.
at the desk, and then if it's the desk officer, but you can put the officer, the sergeant, you can put their name, but there's multiples, and then
So I could put them both on the same form
Yes.
because it's the same incident?
yes,
Okay.
and then
And it will go into both of their jackets?
Yes.
'Cause, okay, I want them to be encouraged to continue their good behaviors.
okay, yeah, no, definitely.
So,
I'll
thank
do
you. It's because
that.
it's community policing. LAPD is very supposedly
Yes.
community policing, and so I'm here to make sure that you guys are living up to it.
I would say, like, not everyone agrees with what to say, but how we explain it,
Yeah.
you may not like what I say, but
But if you say it with a smile and with kindness and compassion,
like, you know, like, sorry, I can help you. No, but
you see what I'm
if I can
saying?
if I can explain what's going on, and you don't have to agree with it. I mean, not everyone's gonna agree with anything.
I agree.
Like, I got no reason.
No
to
pun
fight it,
intended.
you know.
But no, right, there's times we don't agree, but there's like, and I keep bringing back to Detective Rand, why do you have to be so salty from the step, like before you even say hello? That's not necessary, like, like really just a little bit of customer service, kindness. And I know you guys have a tough job, I'm not saying that, and I know you're dealing with a lot of crappy people, but I just want when a regular community comes in, I don't want them to feel intimidated. I want them to feel that they can come in, talk to their police department, and not cry because they run into.
You want to feel safe here.
Right, and we want to feel like that our cops care, and that's what's starting me with here, because Detective Rand made someone cry. I watched it, and they were so intimidated. And I'm like, well, if that person's being intimidated by an officer, how many other people have been intimidated and they're not going to come? Because that's why I'm kind of here. I'm going to put in commendations for the ones that do it right. And I didn't put
take
a
your time on
yeah.
it, so whenever, I mean, you know, we're open 24
I'm going
hours,
back.
so-
All right.
So I'll be here, so.
You'll be here like after the
tonight,
meeting?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have some questions. I have a lot of things I need to find out about, but I want to get to that meeting, so I don't want to miss it because it's going to be detailed. So thank you,
welcome.
Officer Grossman?
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Not a problem.
Hi again. You're going to get mad at me. I left my...
Did you miss the meeting?
No, I went to the meeting, but I forgot to bring my papers out of it. So could I get because I want to make those commendations, yes. Thanks.
Just want one more.
Give me 2 because I will, just in case, but I also want to just thank, like, bring to attention right now, there was like three cars of officers, a whole lot of officers, and they were all like in the line looking at me. I know you're looking worried, like I'm going to say,
I was
he's like looking like, what?
I'm like, what's going on? Okay.
But no, but you know what? There's been times where I'm filming and everything, and the cops don't like that. But they left me alone. They did not interject themselves. Like I didn't say anything to them.
Because they don't, I mean, you can record. I can't tell you to stop recording.
No, I know, but
What I
they.
can tell you is, just if I'm ghosting, it's just, keep doing what you're doing. Just can you do it back there?
You would think so, but one of your detectives, Detective Rand, told me if I continued recording that I'd be subject to arrest, even though
Here?
yes,
Were there other people in the station?
I was not filming them, and that doesn't matter.
Were there other people in the lobby?
What do you mean back there?
No, in here.
But I wasn't filming them.
Like earlier when
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be people in here, but it's public. But it's okay. He got a complaint, and he's adjusted. The second time I did it, he's adjusted his attitude. He's no longer doing that because he learned.
It was, I know when you first came in, there was like a bunch of people in here.
Yeah. But I don't focus on them.
No, and you also weren't making a scene.
Right. Nope, not going to do that either.
Where, I know, I've seen people do it, I haven't seen you do anything, this is my first interaction with you. But
Right.
I've seen people who they didn't care about the other people in here, and so they would record but make a scene. So if it's interfering with what I'm doing, like I'm taking a report, and let's say like, okay, you were interfering, making a scene, maybe they were getting uncomfortable, maybe they felt uncomfortable. I would ask, was like, hey, can you,
Yeah.
just because of people here, can you make report up there or something like that?
That's reasonable.
Then, it's like I'm not able to do my job, it's interfering.
Or just point your camera somewhere else, and let you right.
Or wait till all done.
Yeah, well, he didn't do any of that. He just said either you get out or you're going to be arrested. He did that to somebody else, made them cry. It's okay. I mean, I think it's his attitude. The last time I dealt with him has been very different. He no longer did that, and I thank you for not doing it. But my point about those officers, I just want to point out that I'm very happy to see that they just went on and did their thing and didn't interject. Sometimes, it's just I see progress,
Yeah.
and I'm grateful for that. So I always want to point out the good when I see it.
Because other than that, there's no reason to even.
No, but they're all lined up looking at me, and I'm like, what am I like? And they're just like the stare down. That's fine, but they didn't interject. They looked, but didn't do nothing. So I just want to give kudos where kudos is. There you go. No, hey,
You want
there's no bad side there. There you go. Yeah,
couple copies?
yeah. And then I have some questions. Okay, about the signs, like on the other side of not your parking lot, but the parking lot.
One just south of it, the one that goes through.
Correct. All right, I came in from the inside one, like on the backside, because there's no signs.
From Cole.
I'm not sure, like,
Back street here where the fire station is.
yeah, like that whole back is right. It dead ends at the fire sauce. Not with the car. I mean, yeah, and so I was like, yeah, because what I was looking for was the agenda, like for. So I was looking for the agenda to see if it was posted in the back. It was just innocent, and I went back there, and our lovely Slow White, another salty character, whatever, he just said, "Oh, you are trespassed," and I'm like, "You can't trespass me. First of all, you need to know the law. You had to give me a warning, first of all, and there's no signs to give me a warning, so that means you have to give me a warning, whatever." But besides that, I came here and I talked to Detective Rand, and Detective Rand assured me he was going to make sure that the signs were put up or that the city was notified. I'm here to find out if he actually did that, because there's still no signs a month later.
Trespassing signs?
Yeah, or that do not enter, private, whatever, just for that back, and you have to let people know, because it's always open.
Personally, I have no idea, but I mean, it's.
Can we find out?
I mean, it's a community building because you have councilmen.
Right, so, but why can't I go back there? Like, why can't I come in there?
I just wonder if it's like, because I see people pass through.
Yeah, and that's all I was doing.
I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I know you're not part of this, and like, I'll keep eyes on, but I'm not saying anything, but I mean, if.
But I was told by Slow White that I was trespassed, and like, that makes me feel like I'm on threat of arrest, and I just don't have bail money, so I'm upset about that. I didn't file a complaint against Slow White for that, but.
I didn't know anything if they were going to be putting up no trespass signs or anything like that, or what.
Or if it is open where you can pass through like that, I need to know too, because then I'm being lied to by Slow White, and then I will file a
You know,
complaint.
in the 9.5 years I've been here, I've heard and seen all, like different types where it's like, okay, the only people you see sometimes parked in there, officers, councilmen, CBD, you know, and then you'll see community members just like walk their dog
Yeah,
through.
exactly. That's all. I was just walking through.
Drive through, and I'm like, okay, like, again, you're trying to cut the corner, just cut through to get to Wilcox, and I've seen
Yeah,
people
I wanted right.
like, you know, it's not a main, thoroughfare. So.
Well, I didn't drive. I was literally looking for like the back of the building for the agenda items and stuff because I thought maybe it's posted there, and then I wanted to come up here.
Everyone needs to be on the same page as far as
Yeah.
see if it's accessible to community members and we can have council members there.
Thank you. How do we do that? That's my question.
If everyone's on the same page, then I think it'd be better for all of us. So
Yeah, right. Because I don't want my concern is
I
like,
think it'd be to a point like if you have some business conducted in that building, okay, well, you're not trespassing. We have
Right.
parents who drop their kids off for cadet programs. They're not
exactly.
trespassing.
Well,
Sitting in the parking lot waiting for their kids to, the kids to come back from training, whatever, okay, well, they're not trespassing. If someone is standing facing our other parking lot trying to figure out ways, like, okay, you might be teetering on like, okay, what's your business? Because why are you focusing on our parking lot versus the building? So
Right.
That fence. Right?
yeah, and I was asking about that too because there's no signs for that either if you're walking,
It's like
right?
if you're trying to say, go through that gate, okay, now you're teetering on maybe trespassing, because what's your intention there? Because it's not the building, or how you're eating with the council member, you're looking at a parking lot or how to get in. Then I might say, okay, maybe you're leaning towards the trespassing because your business isn't with this building.
Well, Slow White knows exactly who I am. Well, he doesn't like me because I protest Scientology and I came against his precious La Poubelle. So I guess so he tells me on trespass, which is it's not cool because you can't let things get personal. We all need to be on the same page. So I'm just putting him on blast because he did that and it was wrong. But how do we get on the same page? Because I would like to know legally, because I wouldn't want somebody going through there and getting trespassed or feel like arrested or intimidated because you may have an officer who's not knowledgeable or not so nice, or they could have one who's nice like you yourself, who's like, yeah, you're just passing through.
I would think, and I would want to say like, we would know best, like, hey, it's not trespassing if it follows these categories, okay, the person is not trespassing.
Okay.
If there is a line that gets crossed that makes it trespassing, okay, then we all know, but, I mean, I can try to send a message to our captain.
Can you?
Hey, it seems to be an issue with the accessibility with.
Yes, because he said I am, he goes, you are trespassing. I have it on video. I video everything around here. So, and I didn't even get a warning. I said, there's no signs, no warning. I was like, how are you trespassing me? I came here to spoke with like they're the two salty ones, salty, Detective Rand. And he's like, well, okay, he agreed with me. Okay, well, you're trespass warned. And I'm like, how am I even trespass warned? There's no signs, okay, you could, like, how do I know it's really a closed area? You see my point? You know what I mean? Like, how do I know without signs?
Neighborhood council does sometimes park there.
Yeah, well, they have, there's two of them in there.
I'm talking about the last.
No, I know. Yeah, I mean,
But, so I can see if I can send a message to them to see, there seems to be some confusion.
yes, thank
and
you.
There could be some clarification as to if any portion from the parking lot to the building, is considered trespassing if someone's on it, or, as, again, council members are there, so
Right.
they're there for the community and it's the community building, but if there's something that would then make.
Yeah, what the rules are.
It's like, do you have to be doing something that would actually make it trespassing? So, it's like, no, it's no trespassing unless this happens, or until you do this.
You would do that for me? Like, you would try to get that info? Could I give you?
I'm trying, because I would say.
Yeah, because we should all know, right? Even the officers too, we should all
In the
know.
last few weeks, I've probably heard about that area 3 or 4 times.
Okay, so it's not just me.
But in 9.5 years, again, I've seen people say, people aren't supposed to be here. They don't like people walking through. They're not supposed to be doing this. Okay.
How do you pick and choose? Yeah, like, let's get the rules straightened out and figure it out. And
So
Yeah, sorry guys, if you can't hear the conversation, I know I need a mic because there's some like barriers. They want to hear what you're saying. But who does he remind me of? Like, you remind me of, who do you get? Is it Howard Hessman?
I'd be the first.
Is it? No, who is it? You remind me of someone. I can't think of who he reminds me of. He reminds me of some star or some.
Um,
But yeah, I would love that clarification if you could. Like, that would make my day.
I can put out there and see if we can.
And why wasn't Senior Lead Officer White at the council meeting? I know you don't know the answer to that, but I would like to know from him, like, because he's supposed to be there to answer questions of the community. Even though I know he doesn't like it these days because they're kind of tough on him
Unless he's.
on vacation. But no, he took a vacation 2 months ago.
Senior lead over there.
There wasn't, and so none. And I think that's sad because, you know, the community shows up, they want to talk to LAPD. Trust me, they want to talk to
Maybe it
LAPD.
depends on the area. I mean, I would think maybe the senior lead for a specific area would be.
Well, he has a partner, White. I know he has a partner. I met him.
Showed up to meetings before, but unless he's.
No, he was always at the meetings, but usually, even on his vacation, he'll show up on Zoom. So I was wondering why he's not showing up now.
I know he used to be at the meetings when he was a senior lead officer for a particular area. I know things have changed, so I don't know.
Oh, did they move him? Is he moved out of the area?
Different areas.
Region?
I'm not.
Can we find that out too? Because I'd like to know that too. Because I think the neighborhood council needs to know if he's still there slow.
I would
Right, Sunshine? Wouldn't you like to know?
I would check with the supervisor with the senior leads, just to find out either who's supposed to be
At that.
at specific meetings or so.
And how do I get in touch with them? Can you write that down or? Sorry, guys, I hope it. Okay. Slow Cohen is the new slow? Stone Cold Steve Austin. That could be it. Steve
Really?
Austin. Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be a first.
Yeah, really?
That'd be a first.
I can see it though.
Yeah.
So I give him a commendation? Okay, I'll do that. Okay, I need another commendation. I'm told I need to give you a commendation. I like to pass them out when I see good behavior, like how we want our police to be. That's all I want. All we want is for the, you know, we know you have to sometimes make hard decisions. You have to arrest, you have to do all these things. But when it's just with the community, we just want respect and, and so when I see it done right, all right, so I was told that I need to give you a commendation too.
Do you want to?
I certainly do. Because you've been really, thank you. You've been sitting here, you've been explaining things. I'm sorry, my mic sucks, I can't really hear you, but he's been giving good answers.
I mean, you're giving me no reason to be so close to Boston,
I know, but I don't give Detective Rand that either, or Senior Lead Officer White, and they're nasty and salty at me all the time. And I try to be pleasant. I try never to be rude or hostile. I try not to be. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but
Right.
I've had my
Might
moments.
be mad because the child support call, remember?
Yeah.
That's why you don't show up.
I don't know why he's not showing up, but they're saying that is there a Senior Lead Officer Cohen? Is Cohen? That's his partner, right?
Yeah.
That's his
Yeah.
partner.
I'm gonna give,
Our Sunshine went to bed.
The name and serial number of the supervisor so you can
Okay.
reach out to him to find out.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then put yours down because, and then I need that extra sheet then to put you down.
Do that.
Thank you, yeah. No, because I want to encourage you, you took the time to have the conversation. Even when it was busy, you still were taking the time for me, so I'm glad it's now quiet, there's no one here to, so I appreciate that.
How long's the desk open? 2,300?
24 hours.
We're open 24 hours. There's a few stations that are open 24 hours, but the majority of them close at 8:30. So usually when that happens, we tend to.
Yeah, he did bring that up, I can't leave with the bike guy.
reports from other
I gotta get
areas.
out though, I
So
gotta
even
go
though
to
the other division, obviously,
ladies'
No
room.
one's going home, officers are working every division, but the front desk isn't accessible at the other stations because they close. So
Well, we're the
when
boss.
Those areas close.
Your mom's
they
right.
come here.
We're the
So
boss.
we'll get people from the valley come here. 'cause
Really?
We can tell
we're
him.
the closest one, 24 hours to the valley.
They should have it like it was, 24 hours.
It used to be each division that had a jail, which we have, would be open 24 hours.
I would love to, Dan.
And I was
And, I need to do that. I'm gonna come back
close to
when there's a Trader Joe's is open, I need to do that.
6.
Wow.
So we get people from Topanga, like West Hills area, coming here to file a report, that some officers can't respond to, and it needs just a report only, so they'll come here. So we get flooded with a majority of reports from other divisions,
Yeah.
My chat's shushing me so they can hear you. And we also have questions like, because when we come and film, like, we want you guys to shine this wall. Can we come and paint it? Like, This wall is so bad on the camera. What's the story with this? We hate it. Our
So
chat hates it.
It was redone and they put, some type of strips, look like, almost like flooring strips. We might have some on the sides still because they went all the way around and they had glued them to the wall and then they started peeling off. And so the leftover, that's the dry glue.
Oh, so it's glue. Okay, because we were going to have a poll. What is that?
All the comments that I hear about what that could be.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
dry
this.
glue.
There you go, guys. We have mystery solved.
It
We've
looks
been
like bricks.
every time we're here. It's like, but we want to paint it or fix it. What can we do as a community to make it better?
Complain about it.
Huh?
Complain about it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what, can we put that in? Can I get a complaint?
Like I love our bulletproof though.
Yeah, it looks like it would really hold up against anything serious.
Hard sneezes, hard sneezes.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm sure you feel very safe with that. But thank you for taking the time, yeah, and for the information, yeah, and how to navigate this. I know it seems trivial, but I just like to make sure everything is right for the community, so we are not intimidated or,
I'm
yes.
gonna come around and give you this, I'll give you the 2 forms or so, or 3 or whatever.
Yeah, give me 3 just in case, I might get in a generous mood and, but give me 2 complaints too, just in case, I don't know, in case I get really salty about Rand and White again. Just so I have them on hand, please, if you could. I mean, I prefer, I don't ever want to, I hope I never have to file a complaint ever again in my life, because that means everyone's doing what they're supposed to be doing. So I hate writing complaints. I never want to write a complaint. I'd rather do all commendations. Chats and love. Yeah, the chat. They're see his hand right. Steve Austin in the house. They're liking what they see.
Taller than him, and I would still say he's probably in better shape than I am.
I don't know. You're getting like they're got fans here. Yeah, we like officers that are nice and helpful, and see that's what I want. I want people to be able to come in here and see this friendly officer and say, oh, I'm going to get help.
There's something I can do, great. There's something I can't do, but I can try to find out, and that's what.
What you're going to do with a smile, right, and politeness. That's all we ask.
I mean, I'll take this as a smile.
Yeah, no, that's all we're asking for.
Okay, that's me. This is the senior, the supervisor for the senior leads.
Okay.
So with his contact number, I put the contact number in there.
Is that, sorry, that's Coley? Wait,
What's his name, Cole?
On the senior leads,
Yeah.
page right there. Is it the top left, Sergeant Colley? What's the contact number for him?
323-871-406.
Okay.
oh, I need
So-
another commendation too from Manassas, because you know what, that man, remember that man that was really distraught? He took a lot of time, I heard him, and like how he was, so I want to give him a commendation too,
I gave
because
you
he,
3 copies. So
okay.
you can,
But put a complaint too, because I just have a feeling Rand and White's going to blow it again. Hopefully not, it's just on reserve. Just on reserve. And if you could tell them the community wants them to be less salty, would be grateful.
Okay.
Can you
So
do that?
here's the supervisor, so Sergeant Colley, and
Okay.
then his contact number and email address. I usually try to tell people whether it's the senior leads or detectives. Email is sometimes like the best contact, because then it's
Right
it's in
there.
You know, like detectives are in Monday to Friday. Senior leads are usually not here on the weekend, so if you miss them when they come in, they'll see the email, and then plus it's documented.
Right.
So, but just you can email them, even leave a message. You know,
Perfect.
twice, and then.
And then you're, this is you?
Yes, that's me.
Okay, so, all right, so Steve Austin, Steve Austin's going to get a commendation. Okay, guys, we're going to thank him for how he's treating us today.
And they give you three different copies. So.
Now, a suggestion. You remember they used to have a G unit here in the 1960s?
Oh, Lord.
Gang unit?
No, that was before the gang. It used to be an ambulance, the brown, big G6 out of Hollywood Division.
That I'm not sure.
That's before his time.
Well, I was gonna say, put some pictures of history. No, really, put some pictures of history of the department, would be cool.
So this is what was.
Oh, that's what we could do here, yeah, like a,
This is what we had on the it was going around.
I know, that's, I withdrew that. White is salty, so is
But it
Rand,
went
they're
all the way
both,
around, and then as you can see, like the glue was coming off. And so when people would walk up, it usually get stuck to it. You
This is Officer, wait, this is, they're all asking who you are, Officer Grossman, okay? Yeah, fans. No, you're great, thank you. I appreciate your help. You too. Thank you for all that. I think so. I don't know. Have a good night.
You too.
Oh, no, don't mention Talman.
Info for,
Definitely not like him.
all right?
Okay, appreciate it. I'm sorry, somebody just gave you, they said you look like a little bit like Tallman, and I apologize, Tallman. It's not true. He's what? Come on, guys, that's not fair. Like, no offense, we don't love Tallman either. He's probably your best friend, but
Everybody's different.
no, but no, because the other ones it was all love. It was all like Steve Austin. He's a handsome cop.
First, I'll add that to my list.
Yeah, add that to your list.
All right?
All right, have a good night.
You too.
Yeah, no, God, not Tallman. No offense.